Hi everyone, welcome. This is Maths with Esomnov. In this video, we'll be solving a wonderful Olympiad mathematics question. Please trust me, this is very easy. We are told that x squared minus y squared is 24 and xy is 35. We are told to find x plus y. To do that, we should write what? Solution. The first statement says that x squared minus y squared is equal to 24. So we write it as x squared minus y squared equal to 24. Then remember, this x is squared. We have a minus. This y is squared. So we squared. So since we have this suggests a difference between two squares. In difference between two squares, it states that a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. This is difference of two squares. So you see here that our a is now x, our b is now y. So they are squares. You can now see that we write x squared minus y squared to be x plus y or into x minus y, applying difference of two squares, and is equals to 24. Then for us to solve this, remember we are told to find x plus y. But before then, we'll know what x minus y is. So we can decide to square this, the left-hand side, and also square the right-hand side. So that from the rule of exponent, for instance, if you have ab all squared, you can still write it as a squared b squared, right? This is the law of exponent. So if we apply it here, you can now see that we have x plus y all squared, then into x minus y all squared is equals to 24 squared. Okay, so let's expand. Remember from your binomial expansion that when you have a from here now, a plus b all squared, it is the same thing as what? A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's the expansion of this one. Then for you to expand this from the same binomial expansion where you have a minus b all squared is the same thing as a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. This is the same expansion when you have a minus sign in them. So we are going to plug in these expansions here in for this form, where our a is x and our b is what? Y. So I can write this to be in the form of, for the addition, I have it as x squared plus 2xy plus y squared in a bracket, multiplying for the negative sign, I have it as x squared minus 2xy plus y squared is equal to 24 squared. Applying this. So let's just collect like terms now. We can now write this whole expansion to be x squared plus y squared in a bracket, then plus 2xy, like collection of like terms, multiplying x squared plus y squared minus 2xy, okay, is equal to 24 squared. That's what we have here. From the second equation, we are told that xy is equal to 35. So we are going to plug xy. We are going to replace xy to be 35 in this particular equation that we have. So we write it as x plus y squared plus 2 into 35. Okay, then we have another one times x squared plus y squared minus 2 into 35 is equal to 24 squared. Okay, so at this point, 2 times 35 is 70. We have x squared plus y squared in a bracket, then plus 70. Then we have another one, x squared plus y squared minus 70 is equal to 24 squared. If you look at this is clearly a difference of two squares because this becomes our a again, and this becomes our b. So this is a plus b, and this is a minus b, which gives you a clear difference between two squares, right? So we are going to use it now. So using difference of two squares, we can now write it to be in form of x squared plus y squared all squared minus 70 squared. Okay, simplifying all this is equal to 24 squared. X squared plus y squared is equals to 24 squared plus 70 squared. Sorry, adding 25, 70 squared to both sides. 4 squared is 576 plus 70 squared is 4,900. Okay, this is what we got. And squared plus y squared is equal to, you have 6, 7 plus 0 is 7, 9 plus 5 is 14. You have 5,476. Okay? Remember your squared? Your squared. The thing we do is just to take the square root of both sides. If you take the square root of both sides, x squared plus y squared is equals to, you observe that x squared plus y squared is equals to plus or minus 74. But from here, you can recall that in our expansion where we have a plus b all squared, that is the same thing as a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, right? So we can now use this, meaning that x plus y all squared is equal to x plus 2xy. Remember that xy has already been given to be 35. So we know that xy is 35. Okay? So to do this, we have that x squared plus y squared is plus or minus 74. We can now write x plus y all squared is equal to, this two now is plus or minus 74. We write it as plus or minus 74 plus 35. Okay, so 2 into 35 is 70. We have it to be plus or minus 74 plus 70. Okay, that's the value for x plus y all squared. So since we're looking for x plus y, is to take the square root of both sides, take the square root of both sides, giving us a positive and negative solution. That means x plus y is equal to the plus or minus, we have it to be 70 for the positive solution. 70, the square root of 70 plus the square root of 74 plus 70, 70 minus 74 plus 70. These are the two solutions we are looking at. And this will give us, what? Plus or minus the square root of 144, or plus or minus the square root of what? Minus 4. Okay? Will be equal to plus or minus square root of 144 is 12. Or we say that you look at my solution, which is basically, this shows that the solution for x plus y is equal to 12 for the positive solution minus 12, 2i minus 2i. These are the possible solutions of x plus y. If you found the video interesting, click on the like. Get more of these mathematics problems. See you next time.